say, hit him with the boom boom clap. Alright, let's see how this goes. Finally got some new glasses, so I'm hoping my eye strain doesn't bother me as much. Yikes. I don't have the best chair, but it's good enough. And I'll make do with it. A little chilly in here, so don't mind me. I'm gonna put on my flannel here. Get a little cozy. A little cozy on a Friday evening in the great US of A, depending on who you ask. It is 9:30 p.m. or 9:32 maybe. 9:32 p.m. on the West Coast, California. And I've got my cup of water here. Cheers. Got my water. Got my phone set up on a charger. My phone is charging too. So what more can I want? What more can I want? Marcio Salsa says, what's up, bud? I'm alright, man. I'm alright. I'm up here in near San Francisco now. I have gone on a road trip with my friend, and we are now in San Francisco. Feeling okay? My head kind of hurts, but I'm alright. How about you, man? What time is it in Brazil right now? How are you doing down there? Ooh. Wear some flowers in your hair. True, dude. It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I have any flowers. I got these though. Flapper Slapper. I like that name. He says hi. Hello, Flapper Slapper. I've got these. Maybe I can do that. It's 1:33 a.m. Really? Dang, I didn't realize Brazil was so far ahead of us. You're 3-4 hours ahead? Flapper Slapper says, how's your day going? And thank you. I'm doing alright, man. Doing alright. Besides some eye strain and some pain, nerve pain from a bad tooth I have, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Flipper Slipper. Flapper Slapper says, for me it's 11:34. Where are you from, Flapper Slapper? Marcio is from Brazil. I am in California, USA. Good, thanks for asking. You're welcome, man. It's the least I can do. Do you guys want to share a highlight of your day? What is the best thing that happened today? Something you're grateful for? Alabama, where you go to get deeper with your cousin. Holy moly. Incredible. You might be my first viewer from Alabama. I've gotten a lot of people from Middle America. I've gotten Minnesota, Alabama now, Louisiana, Arkansas. I want to start doing lives. What are you waiting for, Marcio? Do it right now. Leave this live and go do your own live, bro. I went fishing with my G-dad. Granddad, I assume? That sounds cool, dude. I've never gone fishing or hunting. I think I'd probably be willing to do fishing before I go hunting. But it sounds like fun. It sounds really relaxing. How do you like fishing? How big of a fisher are you? Yep. Marcia says, I don't have 50 subs yet. Oh, I see. Oh, true. Hey man, I guess you can pretend that you're live and just talk to yourself. That's what I did for a long time. I just voiced my thoughts. I don't know, just make videos about something that's interesting to you. Flapper Slapper says, bro, I do both. They are fun. Try them. Pretty big. Pretty big into fishing. I subbed. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Or maybe you subbed to Marcia. Either way, I appreciate it. Sounds like Marcio needs some subs. I'll sub to you after, Marcio. He said, nah, I will get more subs. Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know, upload something until you can do lives. Flapper Slapper said, yes. I was talking to the dude from Minnesota the other night. Actually, this is probably like a week ago now. But we talked a lot about fishing and hunting. I do want to give it a try, but I don't know how. My lives will blow people's minds. Maybe. Why do you say that? Thanks, Slapper. What is mind-blowing of the life of Marcio Salsa? Why do I still have this in my hair? Flapper Slapper, are you active on YouTube? I play the guitar. Oh, very cool. I play guitar as well. How long have you been playing? I feel like Flapper Slapper might play the guitar too. If I had a guess. Hello from Nalgas Wangas. Is that a real place? Nalgas Wangas? The Penetrator. Holy moly, what a name. Hello, the Penetrator. What exactly do you penetrate? Actually, maybe I shouldn't ask. Who knows? I'm curious what your answer will be. What kind of videos would you want to do, Marcio? Or live streams? Been playing since I was a teen, but I can't play so well. But I can pretend I am cool. That's how you do it, man. You pretend you're cool until you feel cool. The Penetrator says I got the name from my grandma. Wow. Incredible. Let me think if I should ask how that happened. No, I don't know if I want to, but I'll ask out of respect for you, man. How did your grandma end up naming you the Penetrator? Answer wisely. Let me put my... Where is Nalgas Wangas? That sounds fake. Wangas. First I want to do lives listening to music. Oh dude, I listened to that song you mentioned the other day. Mexico by Cake, I think it was. It was cool. I liked it. It wasn't bad. Nice little vibe going. First I want to do lives listening to music and talking about music. That could be cool, dude. I feel like the thing about YouTube is like, I I don't know. Before I started doing YouTube, I always thought like, oh, like this is already being done. Everyone does this. People do this. People do that. Blah 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 blah. But there's only one of us, you know. There's only one Marzio Salsa. I mean, well, I know there's there's many Ivan Al, or wait, I shouldn't say my name. I guess it doesn't matter. But there's many people who have the same full name as me, you know. But none of them are me. None of them are you. There's people who probably have your name, but none of them are you. Just do whatever is interesting to you. Whatever's fun for you. I feel like people resonate. Like even if they have, for example, like if I was super into trees or something, I could have people watching me who don't give a fuck about trees, but just because I'm super passionate and like interested in trees, they might enjoy watching, you know? But yeah. I also want to do lives about air guns. I have a small air gun collection. Oh shit. Is that like the is that like airsoft? Airsoft guns? Or is that like BB guns? Or something else? I'm familiar with BB guns. I'm familiar with airsoft. I assume air guns are the same or similar. But I could be wrong. Airsofts shoot plastic BBs. Air guns shoot steel BBs. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wow. Sounds dangerous. Sounds scary. How much damage can you cause with air guns? I assume that's enough to like break a window or hurt someone pretty decently. Probably not, you know. Stop picking your teeth, please. Why? Is it the noise? Is it bothering you? Laughing. I'll stop. I just ended up finishing anyways. Yeah, I see. There you go, man. Because you said nicely, I'll stop. Because you said please. But okay, you're cool. Thanks, man. How was the, did you teach today? Today is Friday. Did you teach any classes? How are the students? What am I doing in SF? A few things. My girlfriend is from China, and she flew in to the U.S., but she flew into SF because it was cheaper. We actually met here. We went to UC Berkeley, which is a city near SF. So we went to college here, and I guess it's a mix of coming up to see my girlfriend, coming up because my friend wanted to come up too, so we made like a road trip out of it, and then coming up because a close friend of mine passed and she lived up here, so I wanted to come pay my respects and stuff, make peace with that. And yeah, basically those three things. I taught 7 classes today. That sounds like a lot of classes done. How many students do you have per class? Is it big classes? When I was in China, most people had like 40 to 50 in a class, but I got lucky. I had like 25 to 30 or something. Man, now it's warm in here. I'm kind of sleepy today. I went camping last night and I didn't really sleep too well. I will teach 4 classes tomorrow. On a Saturday? Do you teach on the weekends too? Overall, how do you like being a teacher? One student per class, 1 hour long classes. Oh shit, it's one-on-one. Wow. I never taught one-on-one English. I used to do reading tutoring, teaching reading to kids in the US. But that was like one-on-one for like 15 minutes at a time. It was cool. It was alright. The kids are cute. It was fun. Also a little stressful. Some of them were very hard to teach. Very distractible. I don't know. I guess it ties into what we were talking about the other night. A lot of students not super interested in learning, or just like low attention span and stuff. It's cool to be a teacher, but I've been doing that since I'm 17. I'm 48. I'm tired. Really? Holy shit. I thought you were younger. I could have sworn you said you were 34 or 36. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Damn, man. That's a long time. I think, if you're tired, it's for a reason. It's never too late to change. Never too late to change your course, change your path. What do you want to do? If not teaching, what would be like your ideal life if you could do anything? I am old enough to be your dad. That's true. That's true. My dad is 55. But yeah, you could be my dad. 48 to 25, 23-year-olds, yeah, that's a very fair age for someone to have kids. 23. You're right. You could be my dad. I don't know if my eyes hurt less with or without my glasses. Let me wipe them down. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want to do? Or what you would want to be, ideally? If you were my son, we would go to rock shows together. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I guess we would. I've gone to some. Do you like rock? I like metal more. I like Spanish rock though. The first band I really started to like was Queen. Queen, Metallica. Metallica's like metal. But Queen, Metallica, um, were two of my first bands. And then Tool. Tool is like progressive rock. So I started out liking rock, but I like metal better. Like Tesseract, Architects, Gojira, Metallica, Slipknot, System of a Down. Do you like Primus? I've heard of Primus. I've actually seen Primus live. They were touring with Tool, I think, or maybe A Perfect Circle, which is a band that shares some members from Tool, the singer from Tool. But I know one of their songs. I know what's that song? It's like it goes like okay. It goes it's like it's called like Mud or My Name is Mud or some shit. My name is Mud. I don't know. I didn't listen to much of their music. They seem a little strange for my taste. But maybe. System of Down rocks. I agree. Yeah. What are your favorite bands, favorite music? My favorite band now is Tesseract. I don't know if you've heard of Tesseract. Favorite genre would be progressive metal. My Name is Mud is kick-ass. The riff seemed cool. But yeah. Yeah, I have a long, complicated history with music. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a musician. I was in a band with a few friends. But basically, my drummer and me, we both had a crush. We both liked the same girl. And this was a girl that we were all friends with. She would come, whenever we had band practice, she would come and hang out with us and watch us play and stuff. She was like our biggest fan. And it's a whole story. But basically, our friendship got screwed over this girl. He started dating her. I felt really weird about it. They broke up. She admitted that she had a crush on me and she liked me too. We started hanging out, but never dating officially. And then she went back with him, and then they broke up, and then she went back with him again, and then she cheated on him, and I don't know, it's a whole thing, man. The Beatles, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Sublime are my favorite, among 100 others. I know all of them. Of those four, I'm most familiar with Nirvana. I guess the Beatles, but I don't like listen to them on my own much. Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. Does Pearl Jam... Is their singer the same singer from Audioslave? Did their singer commit suicide? Pearl Jam singer? Might be confusing it with someone else. But I feel like there was overlap between Rage Against the Machine and Pearl Jam. Or Audioslave and Pearl Jam. I think Audioslave has the guitarist from Rage Against the Machine, but I think it has the singer from Pearl Jam. Or it had the singer from Pearl Jam. Oh, I see. No, that's Soundgarden, Chris Cornell. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the guy, Chris Cornell. Okay, never mind then. Mistaken. I remember I did a road trip with a friend a couple years back in July, and we passed through Seattle, and I think there was a statue for Chris Cornell, He sang in Soundgarden and Audioslave. Oh, okay, I see. Pearl Jam singers Eddie Vedder. That makes sense. I have a friend that was really into Pearl Jam, but I don't know. I never got into them. My head hurts a little. It might just be lack of sleep at this point. Alright, hit me with anything, Martio. Are you hyperactive or something? What do you mean? like, uh, like ADHD hyperactive? Hyperactive. In what sense? You pick your teeth, your hair. Maybe. I do. I think I just haven't exercised enough today. Your forehead. No, yeah, the forehead is because I have like I'm having this past week I've had a lot of eye strain, like my eyes hurt, and also one of my tooth is fucked up. So I get nerve pain that goes up my jaw. And so like this whole area and like here is hurts a lot. So that's why I'm always like doing this. I'm doing eye massages. Something I learned in China. My girlfriend gives the best eye massages. Face massages. I recommend giving it a try sometime. But the teeth is because I have that tooth and I had to, I have to take better care of my teeth. So I ate a little earlier, so I wanted to floss. The hair, that's because it got hot. So you're excused. Sorry about that. It's alright, man. It don't matter. It's funny because like sometimes I don't really think about it, but I'm sure it looks pretty weird to people, especially this. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I should just take ibuprofen. But I don't know. I like to like not take medicine unless I really need it. But maybe that's not the best way to live life. Are Chinese girls different? In what sense? I mean, very, in the sense that if they're Chinese, they look Chinese. They speak a different language. Sorry if I'm being intrusive. No, it's alright. You can ask whatever you want. I can't guarantee that I'll answer, but if I'm comfortable, I like to be open and honest and talk about whatever I feel comfortable talking about. Their dating behaviors. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, it's funny because like across cultures, like girls are very different. Humans are very different. The cultural norms and shit are very different. And so like in China, like a lot of girls in general, like the prototypical, like the stereotypical girl is like a little like insecure, kind of like um, needy or like clingy, like controlling maybe. Like they expect a lot from the guy. They want the guy to like pamper them, buy them shit, respond to calls and texts whenever. Kind of like treat them like a princess, I guess. It's kind of like the stereotype. But I feel like that's not very different from what a stereotypical girl might be in like the US or something. Um, in China, they also, a lot of girls have like really high expectations for guys. Like, there's a saying, 有车有房子有钱. which is have a car, have a house, have money. Um, I don't know how it's like in Brazil. I guess you can let me know after. But like, um, yeah, like in China, parents are very involved in like dating. There's a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure. It's not really a date for like love. Um, my wife is just like, wow, my wife is just like that, and she is Brazilian. Yeah, I think that's a lot of girls in a lot of cultures and places. Um, but yeah, like parents have a lot of high expectations for the men that their like daughters marry, and they like require them almost to like have a car, have a house, have a lot of money. Um, I don't know, it's just a very different society. China is very more like communal, a lot of groups, structures, you know. And so there's more of an emphasis on like, I don't know, connections. Guanxi is the word, like family connections and social status and stuff like that. When we were Valentines, she wanted to control me, but luckily she has changed completely. What do you mean? Wanted to control you how? And yeah, I think. Well, I'm curious what you think. Why did she change? I would say I think a lot of guys and girls, you know, particularly when we have a really negative experience with a relationship, I feel like if we don't really process it, we kind of just internalize it, and then unknowingly we like are kind of controlling and like clingy and like insecure, and we fear like them leaving us or hurting us and shit like that. But I feel like, well, it's understandable. I think it doesn't serve either people for someone to act on those feelings and those insecurities and to be controlling. I don't feel like that's what love is, you know? She wanted to be KY. She wanted to be my owner and she was too jealous. What is KY? She wanted to be KY? She wanted to be my owner and she was too jealous. What does it mean? I think it's very common. I mean, even now, like, KY was a mistake typing. Oh, I see. She wanted to be my owner and she was too jealous. I mean, even now, like in the US, like I hear a lot of my friends um, that are Mexican. Like, I think it's kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of sad if you think about it, but I feel like there's this idea that, like, what is it, like Latina girls are like toxicas, they call it, like toxic Latina girlfriends um, that like have some of these behaviors, you know, like they don't want you following other girls on Instagram or like they're controlling of like who you talk to and shit like that. And it's kind of just like normalized, which I feel like is a little dubious, a little concerning. But yeah, I think it's very common across countries everywhere, probably, man. I think it's just a human thing, human nature, you know? The toxicity in my city, in my city. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that's the toxicity Serge Tankian was referring to, but it certainly works. A lot of toxic, I don't know, a lot of toxic everything out there, man. I think the thing is, like, it's easy to say someone else is toxic, but it's harder to, like, look at ourselves and ask ourselves, like, what are we doing that might be toxic, you know? And so, I think that's with a lot of things. It's easier to point things out in other people than in ourselves. But yeah. I think I'm Dang, I don't know if I should take a ibuprofen. Maybe with a good night's of sleep. A good night of sleep, my eyes will hurt less. I've always been a good boy. I hope so. You know, there's a there's a movie called Equalizer 2. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about this guy who's like on a solo like anti-terrorist mission in Italy, and you know, he gets like shot up while doing some like operation, and there's a scene where like a doctor like finds him and like takes him into his house and starts like helping him, cleaning him up and treating his wounds, and like the doctor asks him like, you know, I'll take care of you, you don't have to say anything, you don't have to explain, but just answer me this, are you a good person or a bad person? And he said, I don't know. And he said, good. He said, only a bad person would say they're a good person. Or like good people don't know if they're good or bad. Or, I don't know, something like that. I forget exactly. But yeah, that came to mind. I'm sure you're good. I hope you're good. Felix Uwu says hi. What's up, Felix Uwu? How are you doing? Marcio says I am the best person I know. Maybe, hopefully. But I don't know. How do you know? How do you know that, you know? I am a great friend and a great husband. Yeah, I don't know, it's tricky. I feel like if you compare, you know, it's like if you compare to other people, it's kind of like ego almost, no? By nature, if you're comparing to other people, it's ego. I feel like the best way to go about it is to try and be a better version than ourselves, than who we were before, yesterday or a week ago or stuff like that, I don't know. Felix Uwu says, I'm good. It's 10 p.m. for me. Very cool, Felix. Let me try and remember. Navajo American in California, and you don't speak Navajo. That's what I'm remembering. It's funny because I think I've only had 2 people from California join my streams. One is Trax. He's Indian, but he lives in California, in LA, like me. Although he's in India right now. He travels a lot. So if you're from California, you would be my first California native viewer. I assume you're from California, yeah? Thanks for hitting like, guys. I see the like button getting smashed. Oh, and I'm under 18 too. Yikes. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, I suppose. I'll be extra careful. My cat Shakira is lying beside me. Shakira. That's a great cat name. I have... You know, it's funny, I was talking to some of my Pakistani viewers. I guess maybe it's obvious, but I find it interesting when like people way across the world know or listen to some of the same artists as us. Like one of his favorite artists was like Shakira, which I thought was interesting, you know? But I'm sure your cat's Shakira is very cute. Never been much of a cat person until recently, but cats are pretty cool. They're very chill. I feel like in the past I thought they were like really selfish and stuff, but I feel like cats can be really friendly, really chill too. I'm going to a concert soon. That sounds cool. And I'm going on vacation too. Where are you going? Who are you seeing? We were talking about music a little earlier. We were talking about rock. What kind of music do you like, Felix? What kind of concert are you going to? Where are you going for vacation? Marcio, do you go on vacation much? What's your experience with vacation like? I'm going to Florida, but I like K-pop. Oh, okay. K-pop. A K-pop concert? Or you just like K-pop music? I didn't name her. She came with this name from the animal shelter, and my wife and I liked it, so we kept it. Oh, okay. That's cool, dude. Wait, am I tripping? Where is Shakira from? I realize I don't actually know. I feel like I want to say Colombian, but I'm not sure. And the concert is by a K-pop group named Stray Kids. Oh my gosh, I know Stray Kids. What the heck? Or like, I've heard of them. I think my ex listened to Stray Kids. I don't know how I know them. I've heard that name. And I feel like I've heard a song where they're like, Stray Kids, or some shit. Shakira is Colombian. Okay, I thought so. Do you know Juanes, Marcio? Juanes, I think, is also Colombian. My dad, my parents, my dad particularly, listens to a lot of Spanish rock. So I have a soft spot for Spanish rock. Juanes, Maná, Enanitos Verdes, Héroes del Silencio. Do you know any Spanish, Marcio? I know in Brazil you guys speak Portuguese, but I had a Portuguese roommate once, and he also knew Spanish. I feel like a lot of Portuguese learn Spanish, is my sense, but I could be wrong. Felix, do you speak any other languages? I'm an Aquarius, and by the way, it was a power outage on my birthday. What does that mean? How do you interpret that? A power outage on your birthday? I don't know what being an Aquarius entails. I'm not too well versed in the world of astrology. Only English I speak, I see. Probably the folks in the animal shelter named her Shakira because she is a really beautiful cat. I would say send me a picture, but it's impossible to send me a picture. I don't know, a little sad because I couldn't call my cousin due to the power outage. Oh, this was today? Wait, today is your birthday? Today was the power outage and today your cousin was calling you? Is this all today? Do you know if your cousin was alright? I remember you mentioned they were calling you a bunch of times. It was February 4th. Oh. Oh, so your cousin was calling you on your birthday on February 4th. It seems your cousin calls you often. Are you really close with your cousin? How's your relationship? Marcio says, I can't speak Spanish. My birthday is on February 17th. There you go, same month. Are you guys both Aquarius? Do you know what that means, Marcio? Aquarius? Felix Uwu says, she didn't pick up earlier or on my birthday. I spam called her. Yes, I am close to her. Oh, that's very cool. I have one cousin who I'm pretty close, or semi-close to. Growing up, we were really close. Nowadays, I think we've been getting closer again. A little. We've been keeping up more recently. But it's hard sometimes. There's so much family, you know? Aquarians are the best people. Aquariums are the best places. Felix Uber says she's only 7. I see. Yeah. It's nice to have family, man. That's part of why I want to go to Mexico. I have a lot of family on my dad's side there. And I want to get closer with them. I have a lot of younger cousins. I'm one of the oldest in my generation. So I want to be a positive influence for them. Get to know them more. Aquarians are super smart and seductive. Certainly possible. I'm not very big into astrology at all. All I know is that I'm a Pisces. I'm the second youngest cousin. I see, I see. Felix, are your parents both Navajo? Or are you mixed? Like your mom's Navajo, your dad's American or something? Wait, I don't have a very comfortable chair today. My mom is. I don't know what my dad is. Really? What comes to mind is that maybe your dad, I don't know, what's the situation, or why don't you know? If you're comfortable asking. Maybe it's something personal or sensitive. I realize. Marcio, I don't know too much. I know Brazil has a lot of indigenous tribes, like along the Amazon and stuff, you know? There should be more people in your lives. You're very cool. Me? There should be more people in my life because I'm very cool. You can ask me anything, I will answer, I don't mind. For sure. I try to do the same. I like to be as open and honest about things as I can. But I think there's certain things that can get a little messy. Religion and politics, as they say. But yeah, thank you, Marcio. I assume you're meaning. Actually, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. But my guess is you mean that because I'm cool, there should be more people around me. Well, actually, I'm not sure. In California, it's very hot. Yeah. What part of California are you in, Felix? I know that sometimes when I'm live streaming, I get people from the region I'm in. Or I don't know. That was my assumption because as I was driving through California, you found me, and you're the first person in California to find me, apart from someone else. Sacramento. Oh, okay. Sacramento. I was thinking you might have been in the Central Valley or something. Brazil is okay, but I wish I had been born in a colder country, like Finland or Sweden. Hey man, it's never too late. It's never too late. You could move, what is it? Isn't Chile very cold in some parts? I feel like I've heard that Chile has like an insane range of weather because it's really elongated. There's like snow and shit the more south you go. I wanna see more of South America, Latin America. I've still only been, or maybe not only, but I've been to Canada, USA, Mexico. But I wanna travel Central America, South America. The world is a huge place, man. It feels like 106 degrees, but it's really 78 degrees. Do you have air conditioning, Felix? Martio says, yeah, that's a good idea. Chile would be a good option. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of times we feel that if we have something, we'll be happier or our life will be better, but there's no limit to what we want, you know? I think it's better to focus on what we have and appreciating what we have. I don't know. I used to, before I started traveling a lot, I thought I'd be happier traveling often. But it depends how I travel, you know? If I'm just seeing really cool shit all the time, it's kind of like eating cookies every day. Like, you get tired of it. it gets boring. You get desensitized. Felix said, I do, but we are using our fan. I'm really happy right now because I hit 20 subs on YouTube. Oh shit, Marcio was talking about bumping up his sub count on YouTube too. He wants to go live, but you need 50 subs to go live. What do you guys, or what do you do for YouTube, Felix? What kind of content? Marcio does. Actually, I don't know what Marcio does. I think we just talked about what you wanted to do. Airsoft, talking about music, playing guitar. I've tried a few things. I feel like live streams are very flexible, you know? Today was cool. It was the first time I live streamed while like on the move, on the go. But over the next few days I want to do a live stream of walking around my college campus, UC Berkeley. Beautiful campus. And I want to have a nice little walk down memory lane. Share some cool stories or something. Felix says, I make edit games videos. You would have to look, I forgot. Anyways, plus I made a voice reveal. I don't know why. That sounds positive to me, man. Might as well get it out of the way, you know? I feel like there's some YouTubers that like are like really nervous or anxious about like putting themselves online. Although if you're really young, maybe it would be a good idea to not put too much online. You know, I feel like if I put myself online years ago, I would probably be in trouble. But I'm 25 now. My brain is fully developed. So I feel like I have the maturity and the foresight to not do anything too dumb, you know? Marcio said, I could also talk about books. I love reading. Nice, dude. What's your favorite book, Marcio? I've been trying to get back into reading recently. I like soccer. I used to play soccer very well when I was younger. Me too, man. Well, I wasn't very good at it, but it's my favorite sport. My dad is really into soccer. He still plays soccer, and he's 55 years old. Sunday League. Felix Ubu says, a YouTube commented on my edit that I made of her. Oh, really cool, dude. It's a useful skill, editing. I feel like it's a skill that is always in demand, you know? Marcio says, I want to do a live just like yours, talking about any topic. Yeah, it's cool, man. I don't know, it's been an interesting journey. I guess I'm constantly growing, so there's only one way it can end up, probably. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But it is cool. You know, I've tried videos. I still want to do videos. I have a, let me see, let me pull it out. I have a vlogging camera that I bought. And once I get to Mexico in a couple weeks, I want to make some vlogs of my dad's pueblo, his village, his hometown. But this thing is freaking crazy. This is the DJI Pocket. It's tiny. Look at that. Size of my hand. Smaller than my hand. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. My favorite book is The Catcher in the Rye. Oh, dude, that's a good one. I don't know if I've read it, but it was one of those books that we read in high school. I don't think I read it, but maybe it's time I do. Felix Uwu says my sub goal is 1K subs. That's a good goal. I don't know. I try not to set goals. I feel like a goal without like a plan is useless. Like what matters more is just like the action. Like every step, you know, the stepping stones into hitting 100 or 1,000 subs. Like if I'd say like, all right, like you need to hit 1,000 subs. Like the question to ask is, how do I hit 1,000 subs? You know. And so I feel like for myself, I like focusing more on just the action, just taking it one day at a time. But yeah, I made a plan already for it. Very cool. What's the plan? What's the 1,000 subs plan? Look at that. Isn't this freaking cool? Boom. I'm excited to use this thing. I took a bit of a gamble on it. I bought it with my credit card. But we'll see. We'll see if it pays off. Felix says, I made a plan already for it to make a lot of YouTube edits of games and make lives. I see, live videos. Do it. Go for it. Just be careful. Be mindful of what you do. A stoning step. Yeah, I guess so. I like puns. You're not alone, man. I'm not a big pun guy, but my girlfriend is a mad woman for puns, so it's kind of rubbed off on me a bit. But yeah, Felix says, when I get 18, I'm gonna start dancing K-pop songs with my face in it. Okay. How far is that? How far away? You could use a mask or something if you want. That could be cool. Make like a mask. I've thought about that with like bands or like music. You know, there's bands like Ghost or like Slipknot that have like masks and shit. I feel like it's really cool. It's not super common, but it's cool. 10 years till that happens. What? You're 8 years old, Felix? No way. Are you serious? I had one person come in at some point. Sunny Poppy, I think was her name. She was 8 years old. Yeah. Wow. 8 years old. Holy moly. Jesus. Yeah, I guess that's a very long way away. Yeah, I don't know what advice to give you for YouTube. I don't know. You know, like Justin Bieber, there's a lot of people who posted to YouTube very young and they got famous. I might make a mask tomorrow. That could be cool. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's policies are. Officially, I feel like YouTube probably has restrictions on what age you can be to make videos. I feel like for a YouTube account, you're supposed to be like at least 12 or 13 or something. But yeah. Martio says, I was 8 years old once. It lasted 1 year, then I turned 9. True. Very true. It's not often we're 8 years old. That's for sure. I don't know. Gotta be careful though. I feel like if I was a parent, I would be very worried about my kid making YouTube videos at 8. Do your parents know you make videos, Felix? Or do they know about your YouTube channel? I feel like that's something maybe with parental supervision is okay. But I don't know. It's a good question. A good quandary. A good query. Yeah, she's lucky we're nice guys. Yeah. It's a scary world out there. There's some weird bad people on the internet sometimes. It's so strange to me too, when like, I don't know if you met, if Marzio, I don't know if you were in the chat with, there's some of my viewers, are like 11, Electric Mapping and, Nene. They're pretty active, but yeah, they're 11. And, Nene says that, or I think both of them, they say that their parents know that they watch me. And Nene was saying that her mom has vetted me. So I guess that's cool. To know that, like, parents approve of their kids watching me. It's a little weird though. She could be your daughter and my granddaughter. 8 years old, I'm 25. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Yeah, if my girlfriend was older and like a teen pregnancy, certainly possible. Then she would listen to rock. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It's strange. A strange dynamic. We have 48 years old, 8 years old, 25 years old. How has this happened? How is this possible? What a crazy day and age we live in. The internet is truly astounding. Truly astounding. Do we talk about K-pop? Do we talk about life trauma? That's strange to think about. Strange to know. Strange to know that that's what I'm working with. You know? Such a huge gap. Yeah. What time is it? Might wrap up soon. Rest my eyes. Where is your guitar? It's a good question. It is, it's in Los Angeles. It's at home. I have a bunch actually. I might sell some. There was a point in my life where I was kind of rich. Not really. Well, depends who you ask. But I had enough money to like splurge, buy a few different instruments and stuff, a lot of instruments. And so I have a lot of electric guitars, but I don't really use them much. But yeah, they're back home, back in LA. I was thinking about bringing it to up here to San Francisco for the camping trip, but wait, I ended up not bringing it. Alright, my head hurts, my eyes hurt. You should play a little love in your lives. Oh, you should play a little in your lives. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I did it once. It was actually quite nice. It was pretty cool. Haven't tried it since, but maybe. We'll see. But, yeah. My eyes are pretty tired. I think I'm gonna end the stream. and get some rest, get some sleep. But any last words? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh man. We'll give 20 seconds to say something. But until then, thanks for joining in. Listen to Cake Song when you sleep. Alright, I'll check it out before I fall asleep. Great song. Alright, fair enough. I'll have a look. I'll listen. Alright, have a good night, guys. Take care, Marcio in Brazil. Don't know who else is in here. It might be Felix. Have a good night in California, Felix. Good luck on your dancing and singing endeavors. Good night. You too, man. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace.